Austin wants to get up, stand up. Yeah, keep going. I don't even need to use hands to stop him from doing that. Yeah, of course. Of course he can't keep his ankles crossed and stand up. I'm actually okay to attempt to start a standing pass at any point as long as his ankles are crossed. Me personally, I'm very cautious about ever trying to do a standing pass when the guy's ankles are uncrossed. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm not saying I don't know how to do it. I'm just, me purposely, kind of cautious about that. The best way I can control Austin is to make contact as high up his spinal cord as possible while controlling his hips. And sometimes I'll control his arms too, but I'll do the same thing. So what I mean is, and I kind of constantly have to chase him forward, right? So if we're here and he goes to try to stand, go ahead. Notice how this leg right here that he put down, I pinned it, right? When he went to put the leg on my hip, I pinned it. Two things. Forward pressure, head on his spine or shoulder on his spine. If my shoulder's on his spine, or typically my shoulder on his rib cage, kind of weight forward. If my shoulder gets to his spine, my head's offline, he can push me that direction to kind of escape. So I'm just driving forward to pin the guy. As he attempts to put the foot on the hip, is that potentially a problem for me? Yeah, absolutely. So I don't want to let him have it, right? I can take it away by two things. One, pinning the leg to the ground. So whenever he positions it for it, I pin it. The second thing I do is move the hip away a little. Sometimes it requires both. Our partner's going to go to get up. We're going to use our elbows to control their hips. As they start to scoot away to make space, I know they're going to try to put a foot on my hip, right? And if they don't, I'm going to pin a leg anyway and start to pass. Either way from here, as much as he's trying to build some rigidity right here in this, right? I'm going to just work on sitting down on it to pin him, right? He goes to get up, elbows here. Now, a couple things that happen. I pin the leg, right? And I'll start to move this way typically. If he keeps this leg high and blocks that way, I'm going to go to the inside. The reason I'm telling you both is because your partner is going to intuitively do both. Based on what they feel and their leg length, they might do either one. So we're here, I'm heavy, he goes to scoot away, I'm heavy, heavy, heavy. Foot goes to the hip, I pin, I hug the back, right? From here, I could potentially go either way, but I still like the way that feels a little better. So I'll always choose going to the back if I can go either way. If he kind of shuts down going to his back, I'll cut my knee through and go straight across. Kind of foundational principle of passing the guard while a guy's trying to scoot away. I don't want to ever think about stopping him from scooting away just to stop him from scooting away. I want to stop him from scooting away and make him pay, right? And the way I make him pay is I pass his guard in the process, right? So elbows controlling the hips. As he goes to scoot away, when the foot goes to the hip, pin that to the ground. If the other leg's blocking your path to the back, go over the leg, regular pass. If it's not, and it comes inside, you can hug the hip, sprawl, and walk to his back. Is this typically how you are when you pass the guard? No. What I need you to understand is I'm here, I'm thinking about my standing pass, how awesome it's going to look. Austin's ankles come uncrossed, go. Austin felt, keep going. Austin felt the difference there right away. The second his ankles come uncrossed, I'm shifting what I'm doing. Total different game. Like it's not the same game anymore. If you sat here like this, ankles come uncrossed, man, good luck winning that. People ask me all the time how to deal with his knee shield. This is not perfect. This is the best advice of how to deal with his knee shield. Ankles uncrossed. This is what I do, knee shield. There's no space. Now, don't get me wrong. There's an action-reaction component to this. You won't always win because he's the action, you're the reaction sometimes. But the reaction is ankles are uncrossed. When I feel that, I do something different. So from here, it's not just enough that he does the move. What I mean by that is stay upright, pin my leg. Yeah, this is him doing the move. The feel's not there. What I need is raise up. And then as soon as you feel my ankles uncrossed, change your posture accordingly. Yes. See how his weight's on me? And then right here, because my knee's on his hip, he would probably do the overpass, right? Probably, yeah. I need him to adjust to that. Or maybe a slightly different grip, and we're here, and his posture's okay. Start the standing pass. Yeah, good, go back. So he's in a position to start that. As soon as I go, weight on me, forward, pin me. Yes, that. Now pass. Yes, perfect. And I have to control the hips. How do you control the hips if their ankles are crossed? They're doing 50% plus of it for you. The ankles are uncrossed. It's every bit on you now. Your responsibility to control their hips now. They're not doing any of it for you. They're doing the right strategy, trying to make space, not for jiu-jitsu guys to lay on the bottom and be lazy like we talked about on Tuesday, but in general, this is how the next dude who drives down the road in an F-250 is going to try to do if you're on top of them inside their guard. They're going to try to get up. They're not going to lay there on the bottom. F-150 guys, they may lay there on the bottom and enjoy it. F-250 guys are going to try to get up for sure. Rangers? Depends. Older Ford Rangers, you don't want to mess with those guys. The newer ones, I don't know. They're trying too hard. Yeah. All right. Any questions, guys? So with your partner, you're here, your ankles are crossed. You're going to uncross your ankles. It's still not competitive. You're still not trying to win the guy on the bottom. But you're going to uncross your ankles and attempt to get up. And all I want to, for the feedback the person on the bottom should be able to give you is, did you start the pass or did you shift your weight? You have to shift your weight to control their hips first. The pass will be there, and the pass will be gravy if you shift your weight and you control their hips first. Questions? 1, 2, 3. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
That's great.
So good. So powerful.